I'm going to replace the whole fuel line. So the fittings, the bulb, the line that comes down to a filter, which I've just removed from the wall, and that other fuel line comes up here, follows the gunnel into the tank down here. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that apart, measure it, get the right size. I want to show the components I bought to replace the whole fuel line. So we start up here at the front with the tank. The tank nipple is covered with a paper towel, and I'm going to go to a 3/8 inch inline fuel filter, and I need that to screen out any particulate that would go through this Garmin GFS 10 fuel flow sensor. And there's a clamp to put over that. I'm using a high quality 3/8 inch type A1 fuel line, and throughout I'm going to use non-perforated clamps. Then I'm going to go to the back to a fuel water separator and filter, and then from there I'm going to put in a new bulb, and then on the outboard I'm going to put in new fuel fittings, and then inside the outboard I'm going to put in a fuel filter. So that's the Honda 16900 SA5004, and the fuel fittings are Honda 04104 ZW9010. I wanted to show the difference between the two types of clamps. So the non-perforated is on the left and the perforated is on the right. So it bites into the rubber instead of just squeezing it. Cut a couple of fuel hoses. So these are about 1 foot each, making sure the direction of flow is going from the tank to the outboard, and then the flow through the fuel meter from this side to that side, and then this hose I'm running through the gunnel to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and get these hooked up. It's a 7mm nut on these clamps. And this is the hose going to the tank. I made this hose long enough so I could get to the fuel filter with it still connected to the tank. Not much room, but socket makes it a lot easier than trying to keep a flathead screwdriver on the end of that clamp. Then I'm going to end up putting this fuel sensor on this back wall. Not the easiest thing working through that small hole. However, I was able to get that flow sensor mounted to the wall, and what's nice is I can still access this fuel filter to be replaced. Easy access. It's time for the rear fuel filter, and there's the arrows on top that show flow. So this is on the way from the tank and on the way to the outboard. So we'll get this one hooked up next. Had it bend like a pretzel to route this fuel line to that last fuel filter. So the next step is to put this priming bulb on. It was much lower on the previous setup. However, I'm gonna put it up high. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this hose to fit. That's all I'm gonna do on this side. I'll do the connection to the outboard later. This is the fuel filter from the other side. Might be difficult to tell, but that hose is cracked. And just the age of it is the reason I went ahead and replaced it. The fuel fitting on the outboard is 10mm socket. It's just a spring clamp going to the hose. So a little bit of a spring clamp, so I need to get that off. I have the outboard turn because that'll be the longest distance for the fuel hose. I did go ahead and replace this fitting. I did it off camera because it's going to be too hard to do on. And there's the other end. So this will give me an idea where I need to cut the fuel hose. All I need to do is clamp this hose to that fitting, and then I'm done.